Okay. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Um, I can't see. Is anybody here? I can't see comments. Please, if you're here, write something in the comment section. Tonight is a wonderful night. Okay. Please, if you're here, write something. Let's know that you're here. Can I see comments in the comment section, please? Um, hmm. Can I see something in the comment section, please? Yes. Go and call other people to come fast too. Go and call others to come fast. Come and be part. Let's encourage one another. Let's encourage one another, please. I just have 3 persons here. What's going on? Okay. I can see Seremi is here. Faith is here. Model Mercy is here. Model Uboma is here. Thank you so much. Where are the others? Please, those of you that are online, you need to actually go and welcome Onye. Those of you that are online, you need to go and wake up your accountability partners and wake up other people to come. Our global speaker for tonight is here. I'm telling you, it's not a small something. I have iPad, I have notebook to write. I'm going to be catching some Rema today. Thank you so much. I don't know whether they sent me their Faith. I'm not sure you sent me your profile. I know I asked all of the speakers. To send me their profile. I doubt whether you sent me your profile. When you're going for an international meeting like this, they ask you to send your profile. Faith, you didn't send your profile. I can't see your profile here. But that's to tell you how seriously I take this. So I'll just say a few things and then we'll start. Okay. So the essence of the Own Your Mind conference is to give women the opportunity to share their hearts with the world. I'm talking to you now as someone who is speaking from a dimension that I believe God has put in so much in each and every one of us that we are not just for our local government, we're not just for our immediate community, we're for the world. The message God has given to you is a global message. And it doesn't matter what that message is about. It may be about children, it may be about fashion, it can be about anything. There's nothing that you cannot talk about. Even if you feel God has called you to talk about humor, whatever, business, education, hair, whatever it is, teenagers, fashion, whatever, ministry, whatever God has called you to do, there's an audience for you. And so tonight we're going to be welcoming our first speaker, Model Faith Tom Babs. Faith, I'll say it again. Okay, good. So I'm going to welcome Faith now. Once I welcome Faith to the stage, please, after Faith, our next speaker will be Seremi. Then from there, we'll have Tari, and then we go to Chinazo. So I'm going to bring Faith on now for you to see all the way. Tari, for you to see all the way. So I think it's why is it so I think it's why is it Faith, check your microphone. Faith, check your microphone. Can you
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you. Good evening, Ma. Good evening, everyone.
Okay. I don't know. My
Okay.
microphone is
I
very
don't know. My
loud.
microphone is very loud.
Let
It's
me
just
reduce a
okay at
little
my
bit.
end. Let me reduce a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm just
Okay. So
going to read
I'm just going to read
Faith's
Faith's
um
um
bio. So,
bio.
but I will read an
So,
abridged
but I will
version.
read an
Faith
abridged version.
Chinwe
Faith
is
is
something is going on. I don't know
something is
what
going
is
on. I
the
don't know what
noise.
is the noise.
Okay, I think they said you should take off your
I
YouTube.
think they said you should take off your YouTube.
Oh,
Oh,
Faith, I don't know because it's echoing from my
because
end.
it's echoing from my end. I'm out of YouTube.
Okay, I don't know what's going on. Let me just close all the tabs on my phone.
Let me just close all the tabs on my phone.
Because it's echoing back. I don't know why it's echoing back to me. Okay. Hello?
Hello? I said, are you using two devices?
No, it's just one. So I'm wondering
No, it's
what's
just
going on.
one. So I'm wondering what's going on. Okay.
It's one. I'm wondering. But it's not a problem. We'll just start.
It's one. I'm wondering. But it's not a problem. We'll just start.
Faith Chinyere Babs is a social sector management from Africa Management Institute and an alumni of Enterprise Development.
Faith Chinyere Babs is a
Faith is a
social sector management
presenter
from Africa
turned
Management
information
Institute
technologist
and an
from the
alumni
National
of
Open
Enterprise
University
Development.
of Nigeria. Please,
Faith is a information
hearing me twice.
technologist from the National Open University of
I need to see those of you in the comment section. There's a lot of echo. Right. I'm not using two devices, so I don't know what the
You're hearing me twice. A lot of echo. Right. I'm not using two devices, so I don't know.
Let me check what is going on here.
Let me check.
Is it still echoing?
Is it still echoing? No, it's not.
You can hear me twice. What could the challenge be? It is. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Is this echoing? It has stopped. Okay. So maybe it's from her end. Good. It's from her end. So let me just read her bio. Thank you. Oh, time is fast spent. Okay, Faith Chinyere, I'm going to just abridge version. Faith is a PEFT Film Institute trained presenter turned information technologist from the National Open University of Nigeria. She also has an advanced diploma certificate in business administration from City and Guilds of London Institute. You understand? Faith is the executive director of Heal the World and Care for People Initiative, a registered non-governmental organization which she founded in 2014 with a vision of raising healthy world changes with integrity and creativity. Faith is also the CEO of Plus Star Consult, where she counsels, trains, and consults on family safety, social impact issues, among that. In 2018, Faith received the Next Generation Female Leader Award by the African Women Leadership Organization for her work with children and young adults. This is one among the many recognitions she has earned as a social entrepreneur. Please put your hands together for me as we welcome Faith. Faith, put your hands together.
Faith, put your hands together.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. Good day, everybody. Amazing women from across 20 countries. I see 20,000 women, and I'm so, so glad to be on this platform. I salute the host and the convener, as well as the organizers of this conference. Like you already know, my name is Faith Tombabs. And in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to be speaking to us on a very, very critical topic. This topic is very dear to my heart, especially as a child protection advocate. All right. So, in the course of my work with children, all right, and according to research, it has been proven that children learn better and thrive in a safe, secure, and violence free environment. This brings me to my topic for tonight: child safety. Child safety. Why child safety? Somebody may be asking. I know a lot of us are familiar with the saying that children are the future of tomorrow. But I dare say that tomorrow is not the time to come. Tomorrow is the yesterday. Today we talked about yesterday. So if we are saying children are the future of tomorrow, that means the future is already in the midst of us. That means the future is here and now, and we must save the future. That's why child safety is very, very critical to me, because today's world is so full of complications. Today's world is full of corruption. It's full of things that look on us on the face and makes us feel like we don't have a future. So that's why we're talking about child safety today. So tell your neighbor to put on their seatbelts as I take you on this interesting ride in the next few minutes. All right. So what is child safety? Child safety is simply the process or the act of ensuring that children are safe from any form of harm, hurt, or injury. It could be physical, it could be mental, it could be psychological, it could be emotional, it could be sexual, it could be verbal. But the truth is that in today's polluted world, in today's complicated world, how safe are our children? How safe are the children around you? Any organization that you see is thriving today, any industry you see is thriving today, is doing well today, didn't just happen. There are people that make it happen. And for them to make it happen, they must put systems, they must put structures in place to ensure that everything works well. And that means anywhere children are found, in the home front, in school, the society, there must be a system in place. There must be a structure in place to ensure that children are safe. Remember, I said child safety, it's the act of making sure children are free, they are protected from any form of harm, any form of injury or hurt. So, what's the plan you have for your children at home to ensure that they are safe? In the school environment, if you are a school owner, what's the plan you have in the school environment to ensure that children are safe? In the society we live in today, I'm a Nigerian. I came all the way from Nigeria for this conference. What do we have in place? What system, what structure do we have in place to ensure that our children are safe? I have I've been training a lot of teachers, parents. I go to schools to train on this topic, and I have coined my personal, my customized definition for who a safe child is. Can we spell the word safe? Let's spell the word safe. If you're hearing me, if you're sure you're following me, let's spell the word safe. SAFNE. 4 letters. Very, very powerful. If we must raise wholesome children, they must be safe children. And so, for the first letter of that word, S, this is customized, but I want us to learn from it and I want us to run with it. S stands for socially and spiritually sound. If you must ensure that your children in this world, in today's complicated world, are safe, then they must be sound spiritually and socially. I'm a person of faith, and I believe that every child, everybody is tripartite. So that means just like myself, my children have a spirit, soul, and a body. They must be sound in their spirit. They must be sound socially. So what plan do I have in place to ensure that my children or the children under my custody are spiritually and socially sound? That's for letter S. Letter A, academically excellent. Today's world, we are not raising, let me not generalize, sorry about that. A lot of parents, a lot of teachers, a lot of caregivers are not raising academically excellent children. They are raising certified children. People now go to school to collect certificates. And so we have uneducated graduates. We have people that graduate from school, they cannot defend their certificate after several years because parents are interested in who comes first in class, who comes second in class. And so you don't really know whether the child is improving in a particular subject. This happens mostly in Nigeria, where I come from. So if your child doesn't come first, that means the child is a dummy. If your child, and you don't care whether the child is having a lapse in a particular subject, you don't care to identify gaps and how to bridge those gaps. You're not raising a safe child. You're raising a disaster that is waiting to happen. So how academically excellent is your child? For me, academic excellence is beyond who comes first. My definition of academic excellence is that the child is able to apply what they are being taught in the classroom or in whatever learning environment. The child is able to apply it, translate it to solve problems. That's a child that is academically excellent for me. How can you apply what you have been taught? That mathematics, that English, whatever it is you're being taught in the classroom or any learning environment, how do you translate it to solve a problem in today's society? That's an academically excellent child. Let's run because of time. F, financially intelligent. Every child in today's world should be taught to know that money is reward for value. Sadly, I didn't grow to know that. I wish I did. And so when I talk about this, I'm very, very passionate about it. Your children, every child under your watch, every child under your care must be financially intelligent. Teach them to understand that money is reward for value. So the child begin to think, what value do I have to offer? I got to know this very late in my life, and it's hurting me. So when I say this, I say it from a place of reality, a place of understanding, a place of experience, because I've been there. Nobody taught me that money is reward for value. So if your child is being taught that, the child begins to see themselves as a person of value. What value do I have to offer? What product, what service can I render to be paid for it so I can earn? That's the financially safe in today's world. Otherwise, they'll be the ones big urgent 2K. You don't want to raise such children. So you've got to ensure that you educate them on being financially intelligent. And lastly, for that safe, who is a safe child, letter E, emotionally intelligent. Emotional intelligence is very, very key in today's world. The child must be self-aware. The child must be able to understand who I am, who am I, how do I feel. So that's why when your child cries, don't shut that child down, because that child has the self-awareness, self-rhythm to know who they are, to understand their emotions, to define the way they feel. That's self-awareness. To understand and define how I feel is being self-aware. To understand my tendencies and how do I regulate it. That's an emotionally intelligent child. And if these 4 things are put in place, I tell you, you're raising a wholesome child. No child is safe until every child is safe. So we must preach this child safety message everywhere, to every parent, everyone that's raising children in schools, in religious houses, in the society we live in. We must be very, very intentional in raising our children to ensure that they are safe. Otherwise, we will not have wholesome children. I believe in the wholesome development of a child. And for us to do this, we must ensure that every child under our watch, every child under our care is safe. I want to leave us with this song by Our Future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Wonderful women, I charge you today, as you leave this conference, remember, it shouldn't hurt to be a child. Every child has the right to have a memorable childhood that is void of any form of abuse, any form of molestation, and they need to grow up to become wholesome children. I do trainings for parents, I do training in schools. So if you have a school or you have a training for your parents, please, I'd like to speak more on this topic. Thank you for having me. I congratulate everyone for being here because I know that the children under your watch henceforth will never remain the same. Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of the conference.
Hey, somebody put your hands together for Faith. Oh, put your hands. Faith, I'm going to remove you now.
Oh, put your hands. Faith, I'm going to remove you now because it's...
Oh my God, can we put our hands together? No child is safe until every child. This is short but powerful. Oh my God. Why have we not been seeing you on Facebook sharing? Faith, Oya, you are going to be the apostle of child safety. Somebody write it for me in the comment section. The apostle of child safety. Write it in the comment section. I've given you a name now. The apostle of child safety. Come on now. Hey, this one now. Have you not learned something in this World Conference? Somebody talk to me. Have you not learned something? Have you not learned something? We're looking, you say, oh, I don't know what to say. Come on, this is powerful. I love this presentation. Straight to the point, hitting it. Oh my God. Hey, I want to speak in tongues. Hey, Kalaba Shakata. There's no crime to speak in tongues, in the midst of 20,000 women, even if some of them came from Saudi Arabia, came from the UAE, came from Bangladesh, came from India, wherever they are coming from. The apostle of child safety. Oh my God, straight to the point. This is amazing. This is amazing. At least today now, you know SAFE. Woo! This is good. The apostle of child safety. Oh yeah, we have given you a title. Hey, Kalabashata. Our next global speaker is a lady I have come to love. Now, the thing is, I have not known Tari so much, but I've seen her, in one or two, photos and all of that. And I'm going to read her profile. I'm going to bring her up stage, and I'm going to read her profile by her. Oh my God, what happened? Tari, what happened to you? Let me bring you up stage. Good. I'm going to read her profile. By her glasses, you will know that she's about to blow us up. Tari is a professional mistress of ceremony. She hosts different kinds of events, from corporate events, social events, religious events. She is actually the soul and the brain behind Seafoods by Tari. You cannot afford to be hungry if you're in the inner circle and you don't know Tari. So the Seafood by Tari is a thriving food processing and packaging hub that helps premium shoppers enjoy premium seafood and food stuff without going through the stress of going to the market to buy them, as they will deliver to your doorstep. If you like, be inside, where's this place they are fighting war now in Israel? Palestine. Even if you're in Palestine, this thing will get to you. You understand? She also helps Nigerians and Africans in diaspora enjoy their African meals with their hygienically processed, export, standard, dried seafood and food stuff. She's a lover of Christ, tongue-talking, demon-chasing Christian. And she uses her gifts and talents to serve God in Gateway International Church as a chorister, praise leader, and pulpit presenter. Women of God, I want you with a standing ovation right where you are. Please don't push your neighbor. Just give yourself some space. Put your hands together as I welcome Tari on the stage to take the center stage. Tari Alawa, please put your hands together. Put your hands together for her. Put your hands together for her. Put your hands together for her. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so Tari, the stage is yours.
Hello, beautiful ladies from all over the world gathered in this world conference. It is my honor and privilege to be standing here tonight and speaking to you all. Thank you very much for the honor. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate this honor given to me to speak tonight. Like you already know, my name is Tari Alagwa, so I'm going to be standing on already existing protocols because we don't have time so that other speakers can also speak. So tonight, I'm going to be speaking on a topic I have tagged leveraging social media for entrepreneurial success. Leveraging social media for entrepreneurial success. So before I start, I'm going to define who is an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is someone who starts and owns a business. Simply put, someone who starts and owns a business. Who is a business person? What is a business? Business is simply, in layman's term, business is simply buying and selling for the purpose of profit making. So an entrepreneur is someone who starts a business, and a business is basically the act of buying and selling for the purpose of making profits. Okay, so our topic says leveraging social media for entrepreneurial success. What is social media? Social media is a computer-based technology that facilitates interactions, sharing, exchange of information and ideas in a virtual community. Examples of social media, we have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have YouTube, we have LinkedIn, we have Twitter. Social media brings you closer to the world. Social media makes the world a community, which makes me in Port Harcourt, I can speak to somebody in the UK, I can speak to somebody in US, in China, and I'll be seeing the person one-on-one. It feels like we are sitting down in a room. That's what social media does. Okay, so like I said, leveraging social media for entrepreneurial success. Most times people don't start businesses. People have the flair. People see businesses and they wish they can start business, but they feel like, oh, I can't go into business. I don't have money. I don't have capital. I don't have this. I don't have that. But I'm here to tell you ladies that you can start business without having capital. You can start a business and you can grow it without having capital. Ask me how. I am an example. Most of the businesses I have done in this life, I started them with 0 naira. Yes. And funny enough, for some of the businesses I started, I even started them before the advent of social media. But if you're in this generation, you are so lucky to be in this time. You're so lucky to be alive in this generation, in this day and time where you have social media. You know what social media does for you. Through social media, you can start and run a business without having a shop. Sometimes people say they want to go into business, but oh, I don't have money for shop. I don't have money to rent a shop. Yes, you can start a business without having a shop. Your phone can be your shop. Your Facebook account can be your shop. Your Instagram account can be your shop. Your LinkedIn account can be your shop. You can start that business you want to do without having a shop, just by having your phone. Okay, so what are some of the things that we can do with social media that can help us to leverage social? How do we leverage this social media? There's something called drop shipping. I don't know if you've heard that term before, but drop shipping is the act of making sales without having those goods in your house or in your shop. Yes, you can stock up things online without having a shop. You can go to, right now, social media makes drop shipping very easy. With social media, you can just get a business. Like, let me blow your mind. There are people in Balogun who you call wholesalers who don't have a shop. I know because I have sold clothes. I owned a boutique before I delved into seafoods by Tari. There are people in Balogun market. Igbo people call them Ndoswahia. They They will tell you they have this, they have that. What they just have is a phone. They go to all the shop owners, they get pictures. When the major importers bring their stuff, those here will just collect pictures and post. They have people on WhatsApp, they just send their pictures and they just send pictures. Oh, I have this shoe, this one, that one. They don't have a shop. They don't have shop. But they will stay in a day, they will sell millions just by sending pictures. When people see those pictures, when they post to people, people see the pictures, people buy, and they bill or deliver to them. So you too who wants to start a business, you might even be living around my one. You might be living around, you can drop ship anything. You can drop ship clothes, you can drop ship phones, you can drop ship electronics. You don't need to have electronics stocked up anywhere. You don't need to go and take any loan to start up that electronics business you want to do. You can even drop ship. I have people who drop ship seafoods. Yes, I just take pictures, unbranded pictures, they post, I give it to them, they post and add their own money. I could deliver to them, I could deliver to their customers wherever their customers are. They're in their houses, they are doing exports. Yes, they're exporting. They don't have any shop, they don't have any, they don't even buy goods to stock up. They don't stock up. I'm the one who has the goods and they just get the picture, spread it, and they sell. So that's about drop shipping. So yes, wherever you are, you might be living around my one. You can go to my one. They have beautiful home decoration stuff. They have beautiful pots. They have home appliances. They have things that people need. You just take pictures of those things and you just post those things every day. Some of us, like me, I used to be a social media freak. I'm always on social media. So I told myself, instead of staying on social media, going on Instablog, listening to all the gossip, watching all the gist, this one happened, yo, did this one to me, this person. Instead of all of that, I spend that time making money. I go on Facebook. If I see this, I post. If I see that, if I have fish in my house, I might be in the market and I see this fine fish, I post. That's just how I started my business. I see this fish, I post. I see this one, I post. And before you know, someone is asking, oh, I like this fish, how much is it? And I've sold. That's for drop shipping. And then you might say, oh, I want to start business, but I'm not such a social media person. I don't know how to do social media. I don't like social media that much. That is where social media managers come forth. You can have a shop now. The world is going global. People are online. People are on their phones. People are no longer looking for shop to enter. Now people are just on their phones scrolling. So you can't even stay and just think of having only a shop. You need to have a backup. So even if you have a shop, you need to have a shop inside your phone. You need to have a shop online. You need to have a shop on Facebook. You need to have a shop on Instagram. Let people all over the world see you. If you have a shop on Ada George, it is only the people who are passing Ada George that will see you, that will see your shop. But when you are online, the people that are in Afghanistan will see you. The people that are in Morocco will see you. The people that are in Chad will see you. The people that are in India, all over the world, they see you just by posting. Yes, you can say, oh, I don't have so much followers. That is where sponsored ads come forth. You do advertising, you advertise your product. You go to Facebook, you tell Mark, I want to advertise. You pay. It's not so expensive. By paying 2,000 people, maybe you have only 1,000 friends or 1,000 followers. But by the time you do by the time you do sponsored ads, you're seeing that over 1,000, over 2,000, over 5,000 people, depending on how much you're willing to spend. You see that those amount of people see you, see your stuff, and then they buy from you. So gone are the days when we do brick and mortar marketing. Gone are the days when we do brick and mortar business. Now business has gone global, and you need to go global with business. I am an example. I am an expert. I've never traveled outside the country, but my goods have traveled. My things today I've done over, as at yesterday, I sent over 3 shipments, one to Newcastle, one to Georgia, and another one going to California. I don't know a lot of these people. I don't know them. How did I meet them? I met them through social media. So how do you leverage this social media? Some of us, we like taking pictures. Like me, my business started because I like taking pictures. I can just be walking on the road. I see fresh fish. I'm buying fresh fish in the market, and I'll start snapping the fresh fish. Nobody sent me. I was just snapping it for snapping purpose. And before you know, I'll just post that, oh, I'm going to have some good blood tonic tonight. And before you know it, someone saw it and was like, oh, this is what my doctor says I need, because she was in the hospital. She needed to undergo kidney transplant. She was like, my doctor says I need this. And someone in UK saw her comment and said, please send this fish to her. Another person came, said, oh, I need this fish. And before you know it, market has started, business has started. And I can tell you, I do not own a shop. My shop is my phone. In the morning, I wake up, I post across my social media handles, and I am doing business. I can lie down on my bed. Even the day I'm so lazy, I don't even want to stress myself. I'm too lazy to move. I can just lay down on my bed, and I have posted across all social media platforms. And the good thing is, it's my hobby. I love to press my phone. So I'm pressing my phone and I'm making my money at the same time. I am pressing my phone, and people in Canada are seeing my post and saying, oh, I like that fish you posted. Send it to me. And I'm like, oh, no, I can't send only that fish. You need to take things worth 10 kg. And before you know it, okay, send me crayfish, send me palm oil, send me oporo, send me this. And before you know it, we've closed deals of 250,000, 300,000 while lying down on my bed. You too can leverage social media for your business, for whatever business you want to do. You can use social media to sell out, to cash out. And I bet you, if you put these little things you've just heard into practice, your life will never remain the same. So my beautiful ladies from all over the world, I want to tell you that these are not the days where you sit down and fold your hand looking for white collar jobs, because the white collar jobs are no longer there. Even with your white collar job, you can use this, your phone, as your side hustle to do one thing or the other. You can sell electronics, you can sell clothes, you can sell handbags, whatever it is you're passionate about, you can use social media to drive it. And as you do so, I bet you the sky will be your starting point. Thank you very much, ladies from all over the world. I love you all the way from Nigeria, where I am speaking from. Thank you for having me on this session. Thank you very much.
Oh my God, can we put our hands together for her? Oh my God, drop shipping, yes, and social media. Oh my God, drop it. Can we appreciate her? This is amazing. This is amazing. Awesome delivery. Yes, just focus on one point. She just came to tell you about drop shipping, which is something that someone can actually pick up and start almost immediately. Almost immediately. Oh my God. So that means we need to be very sensitive. So you see, social media. Gone are the days I say, I'm not a social media person. And let me say this. Those who post on social media are not those that are idle. Because there's this mentality, oh, she's always posting. She doesn't. That's the work. There are people, social media is their office. That's the work. You understand? It's when somebody is busy posting what anybody, but if somebody is actually, posting, educating, teaching, and people are learning, and also selling their products and their services, that is the work. So those that press phone are not laid back people. That is the work. God bless you. Real good, Tari. Our next speaker is Sarimi here. Thank you, Tari, all the way from, the first speaker came all the way from Bonny. Tari is speaking all the way from Port Harcourt. Sarimi should be speaking all the way from Canada. Thank you so much, and God bless you. This is amazing. This is amazing. Our third speaker. Oh, Lord. Our third speaker. Tonight is going to, are you enjoying, please, are you enjoying this? Are you enjoying this on your mic conference? Please let me know that you're enjoying it. Please let me know. Are you enjoying it? Are you enjoying it? Okay, so thank you so much, Tari. God bless you real good. You can log off from the back end and then join us and watch. So I'm going to welcome Sarimi right now and then read her profile. Okay, this is amazing. So I'm going to read her profile right now and then welcome her. We don't know what she's about to speak. I told you I came with iPad, notebook, in case anyone doesn't work. So Oserimi Onesi is a dynamic IT professional with a master's degree in IT management, thriving as a product manager within the Canadian government. She's also the CEO and founder of Proliferate. Listen, with the way I pronounced it, you know that this is not beans. Proliferate, an esteemed online tutoring platform. Now listen to me. We have someone who runs a global online tutoring platform. I'm telling you, this is not, oh my God, let me not preempt myself. and that empowers students worldwide to excel academically. She's also the CEO and founder of an IT consulting firm where she applies her wealth of knowledge to help businesses navigate the complexities of the digital landscape. Listen, we are not doing local here, man. We're not doing local. Do you understand? She's a lover of God and prioritizes her faith. She's a mother, she's a wife and the mother of 3 children. With her passion for technology, technology, entrepreneurial spirit, and commitment to her love and sincerity embodies modern leadership and inspires those around her. Women of God from different parts of the world, with a standing ovation, put your hands together for Oserimi Unesi. Oh my God. And I take a bow right now.
Thank you so much, Coach. I'm happy to be here. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching, because I know this is a global stage. So today I'm going to be speaking about shining in your spotlight. And I'm specifically speaking to you women because I know that you have children that are younger, that are growing up. And I say this because imagine there were some things you know now. If you had known maybe 20 years ago or even 10 years ago, you would have done better with your life, right? So I'm here to discuss key principles that will help you to help your child to navigate early success. And of course, you can also apply this to yourself, even in your own journey, because this is universal principles, right? So that you can make better outcome for your own journey in life. Okay, so if you ask me, what is spotlight? A spotlight is like a focused attention on somebody, right? So imagine a celebrity being in the spotlight, positive spotlight, I mean to say. That means that person is doing something that is phenomenal, something that is different from everybody else. So in doing that, you're distinct as somebody who is a celebrity in that regard is actually distinguishing his or herself. So if you ask me, how does that happen? What should that person, or what has that person done differently? It means that you're going to distinguish yourself. And I'm trying to say this for you to teach your children that they have to shine in their own spotlights. I know when we're children, they used to say, we can be anything you want to be. You can be anything. But that's not the case for most people, even now, right? Even in your own age category. Life happens. But when you prepare these children for the future, they are able to excel early, thrive early. You know what I mean? Okay, so what I want to discuss here are the key principles. So I'm just going to go straight into the principles, and I'm going to start with the first one. Okay, so the first thing is for them to discover who they are. Yes, discovering who you are is something that I'm very passionate about. And I dare to say, you cannot fully know yourself until you know yourself in God. Until you know God, you cannot know who you are. You may think, oh, I'm this, but no, it can never be complete. You discover yourself in God. So teach your children that they need to discover themselves in God. And how does that happen? God is not a physical person, he's a spirit. So because he's a spirit, that means you must teach them the word of God. And in that knowing of the word of God, they will begin to find and discover themselves, having that personal relationship early. So as they delve into knowing God's word, definitely they will have a different perspective on their life. That is where the courage comes from, the audacity to live life to the fullest, to live the life's call that God has called us to. So I'm saying today, teach them to discover themselves, okay? And I also want to say something that I always say this, right? Like, you are the master of your own journey. Let me put it this way. You are the master architect of your destiny. And if you're the master architect of your destiny, that means, what does an architect do? They will design, they will plan before they build. So imagine teaching them to plan, to design, to plan and build their life. So after knowing who they are, they understand what their identity is. They know what their values are. They understand their passion, what strengths they have, and how to leverage those strengths. Then it's time to use those to make an impact. Okay. So in talking about that impact, right, that's where I said they have to, okay, imagine a blank canvas. If you have a blank canvas, what are you going to do with it? You're going to paint a picture. How do you paint? So every single day in our life, we're painting something. So in painting that picture, try to make it, you want them to make it beautiful. and it has to be an intentional one. Life's purpose is never realized without pursuits. Yes, we have natural causes in life, but to live to the fullness, there must be a pursuit that one is following. And how does that happen? There has to be intentionality. There's this, I've heard this from somewhere before, I don't remember where. It says intentionality is the key to growth and success in life. So teach them to be intentional. Even in social media watching, they don't have to keep watching YouTube and all those things. They can learn how to leverage technologies that are out there these days to build up the skills that they have so that they can leverage it when the time comes. There are always opportunities to leverage these things. Okay, so I was thinking about this analogy about a garden. Where you have a garden that you maybe planted the tomatoes in there. If you don't tend to the garden, definitely you will get weeds around. So you have to be intentional in making sure that these children are growing up with the right materials, the right things that they require to build that life that God has called them to live. Okay. And then the next very important concept I like is choice. I've heard this before where they say the choices that you make will make or mar you. So they have to understand the choices they make in life and make conscious choices that would benefit them. Even God gave us two choices. He gave them was it Moses and the children of Israel? He said to them, he said, choose, I give to you life and death. Choose life. He told them what to choose. So we have to teach them the concept of choice so that we know that they are making the right choices at every point in time. And I always say this, you should learn to choose your choice. That means continue to choose what you have decided to do. What am I trying to say in essence? Consistency. Against all odds, continuously focus on that choice so that you can be able to leverage what you're doing in the best possible way. Okay, so I always like to say something like this, right? When you say your choices, for me, choices are like steps that you take. So it can lead you into your destiny or lead you away from your destiny. So teach them that concept of choice as a very important thing they have to take with them in life. Okay, the next one is personal growth. I call it personal growth, but you can also call it personal development. And for me, personal development or personal growth, we must strive in three areas: spirit, soul, and body, because we are not just spirit, we're not just soul or body. It is the three components that make who we are. Okay, so teach them to develop themselves spiritually by meditating, by praying, by worship, all those things, all those good things. Then soul, in training the soul, that means you have to train your mind, reading, making good connections, exposing yourself to things out there that will build your knowledge base. And of course, the body, the kind of food you eat, the kind of clothes you wear. So these are the investments that they need to keep making every single day to make sure that they are achieving, the results. Okay, I can see time is fast spent, so I'm just going to flip through. Also cultivating that growth mindset. I call it the winning mindset, a winning mentality, regardless of whatever situation. Even if it's a failure in school, it is not a failure. You have just learned one way, right? So I always believe that you have to have that positive mindset, because that's the only way that you can grow as a person. I see a winning mindset for me is one that sees challenges as opportunities to grow, not one that sees it as failure. Winning in life always starts with the mind. So we have to learn to build the children's mind in a way that they know that wherever they are, they cannot lose. They are winners all the time. And also the kind of people they surround themselves with must be people that are aligned with these values so that they can make a meaningful life and start early. So I also, the fourth point would be seeking to become a person of value. I know the other speaker has spoken about, discovering value. That's also something that I would say I realized also not early enough. But when you discover a value that you have or how you can serve others, you can serve that to the world and get paid for it. I can give a typical example. I used to be somebody who is quite shy, and I didn't know what talents or gifts I have, right? But I knew I could sing, and I knew I could encourage others. Like I was somebody who could encourage my friends. But in recent years, I've started to use that to help people who come into Canada to get jobs in my field. And not just because I know the job professionally, but I also am the ginger, right? You know what I mean? Like I'm an encourager. So I use that, and they've landed jobs that are almost 100K and above. So you can imagine that kind of, will I say talent that I had back in the day, I didn't understand it until I got to know God better and understood myself better. So that's just, using your value and seeking to use that value in creating value for others. Also, the concept of time is something that is important. I can see Coach is already here. So I'll just run through the remaining two. The concept of time, using time well enough. And also the last one is planning every situation in their lives, right? Teach them to know how to plan well. You cannot change your past, but you can always change or make impacts for the future. So as their children, you have to teach them the concept of planning. I'll just run through like a brief of everything that we've discussed here today. Teach them to discover themselves, to always make the right choices, to keep growing personally, have the winning mentality and mindset, seek to become a person of value, because that's the way you can start to influence others. The concept of time is on that. We cannot, it's something that is very key, and teaching them to plan well. So thank you so much, Coach. I think my time is fast spent. Thank you everyone for listening.
Yes. Can we put our hands together? I want to see what you learned. Put your hands together. Yes. Put your hands together for her. This is amazing. Are you seeing that we have amazing speakers here? We have amazing speakers, and that's why I'm not going to allow any of you slide into whatever it is. And this is amazing. I mean, what you just said, you're in Canada, and this is you doing what you love, helping people and encouraging. Now, I want to prophesy to you, that is a business. That is the truth. That's the truth. So you can package it, and it can actually be, because you're not, do you know how many Nigerians have scammed people? And you are the real deal. Do you know how many Nigerians have scammed people? So, there's something I told you people. When people patronize you, they are not doing you a favor. You are the one helping them, because you're the one that has a solution. If there's nothing you have ever taken from this inner circle, take it, because that will give you self-confidence, that you know that, what you have is value. So, Sarimi, you see, this is a business. And I can tell you, it can be one of your businesses. Of course, I know you're an IT person. You can look at it very well. I know that you're a person of faith, you're a spiritual woman. Look at it. It can be, if you've done it for 1, 2, 3 persons, then it's something you also you want to look at, just in case it comes. And I mean, you've been in Canada for some time, you know your way around, you're in IT and all of that. It is something I need you to look at. Look at it very well. I'm telling you the truth. If you don't know what to do with the money, you make it, bring it. I have it to put in the kingdom. But this is amazing. Thank you so much. The winning mindset. And you see, this is actually what I said. Remember, I told all of you, visibility challenge is coming. You're going to go to Facebook, you're going to go to social media, and you're going to share this with the world. It's amazing. I need you to know that you have something to say. And I pray that God will bless you. Thank you. These are women from all over the world listening to you. Now, all of you, she has a fantastic tutoring platform. It's an international tutoring platform to empower young people academically. I think we're still working on it, right, Sarimi?
Yes.
We're still working. She's been doing it, but when you want to take something to the next level, you want to globalize it, then you have to do a lot of things. So she's been doing it too, but she's just taking it to a whole new level. So somebody say, please continue. She's going to take it to a new level. So please, from anywhere, whether Indian, so Muslim, so anywhere, please, she will be launching that tutoring platform. I know some of you know Tutera or something. This is going to be a global platform that wherever you are in the world, you can sign up on her platform and you can take classes. You understand? Fantastic. Thank you so much. God bless you. We're going to release her now. And thank you so much. Look at her now. You're not seeing the earring. It looks like somebody that came all the way from Canada to a global conference.
Thank you, everyone.
God bless you. Take care. Okay, so are you enjoying this? So our next speaker is Chinazo. Chinazo, are you here? Chinazo, I think, is joining us from Lagos. Chinazo should be joining us from Lagos. So please, Sarami is actually she's launching a platform, tutoring platform. I mean, she's shared amazing testimonies of what that platform, testing what she had done with kids, who came into Canada and different parts of the world, and it's just been amazing. Chinazo, where are you? Speakers, we're waiting for you. Okay, thank you. So what have you learned since we started? Drop one thing that you have learned. While we wait, we're just going to give Chinazo the next 2-3 minutes. And she'll be here. What have you learned so much? What have you learned? What have you learned? What have you learned since we started? Ooh, thank you, Jesus. This has been amazing. Please drop for me what you have learned. What's Chinazo now? Drop what you have learned so that, okay, she's here. Drop what you have learned so that we can keep growing. Fantastic. Keep growing. Yes, keep growing. Thank you so much. Keep growing. Yes. Seek to be a person of value, and you will become a need for the world. Exactly. Please, I keep telling you, never you ever feel that people are pitying you to buy your book, sign up to your program. No. You are the one helping them, not them helping. I know they say customer is king, but listen to me, you can't chew money. Whatever value you're bringing to the table, whatever value you're giving to your world, the money they are paying you is nothing compared to the value that you're giving. You must understand that. You understand? In fact, the people paying you are the people cheating you. Let me put it that way. You have so much value, and that money they are paying you is just a measure of the value that you carry. Okay, so Chinazo, are you ready? I'm going to bring Chinazo on stage. Okay, so I'm going to read her profile. Chinazo Okechukwu is a Christian, creative. You see another creative. Hey, we're here. Today is today. She's actually a Christian creative. I like the fact that you people laugh when I talk about it. So I'm trying to get the banner. She is a trained voiceover artist. How many of you are looking for people to do voiceovers? We have a lot of quality women here. She's a trained voiceover artist, book editor, reading coach, and impactful book vendor. She's a graduate of mass communication from Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka. She currently runs an online book reading program where she encourages participants, especially wives and mothers, to groom their minds for success via reading books. She's blissfully married and blessed with 2 children. She lives in Lagos. Now, Chinazo, you know I told you, you are heading our book reading ministry in the inner circle. I told you that before. But Chinazo does something amazing that she's going to be launching a product, and I'm going to talk about it because I've listened to it. Some of you have listened to Bible Experience. You've listened to the Experience Bible. How many of you have listened to Bible Experience? That's there's this experience. I have Bible Experience where it was voicing Bishop T.D. Jakes' voice, Kirk Franklin voice, Pastor Paul Adefarasi voice. If you remember that Bible Experience, I have it. Now, you know how the Bible comes alive. God has put in the heart of Chinazo to voice the word, and she's been doing it. And I told her I'm not going to allow her to rest until that thing starts flying. You see, the kind of people we have here is amazing. Please put your hands together as I welcome her, as I take my bow. She'll tell us what she'll be speaking about.
Good evening, beautiful ladies from around the world. I am glad to be here with you tonight, and I welcome you. I'm Chinazo Okechukwu, and I'm starting on existing principle. Tonight, I'll be speaking briefly on refueling through reading good books. Refueling through reading good books. You know, when your car has been used and used and used, and of course there's fuel in it, you can't keep using that car without fuel. You have to fuel it up to use it well. If you don't fuel it, it will just be on the spot. It will not be useful to you, and it will not be useful to other people. So how do we bring this home as individuals, and where does reading come to form? It happens that reading good books matter to refuel us and influence our lives.
to help our journey and to enlighten us. Proverbs chapter 19 verse 2 says, "It is not good for the soul to be without knowledge." And when the Bible tells you that something is not good, believe me, it is not good. You know why? Because you cannot do what you don't know. You simply can't do what you know. I mean, you cannot wake up to be a tech boss like Siri or Siri if you don't know anything about tech. You cannot do child safety if you don't know anything about it. You can't even do drop shipping, okay, if you don't have a clue about it. You have to know what you want to do so you can do it all. Reading enlightens you. It is not good for the soul to be without knowledge. And this is where reading good books come to play. Through reading, you are enlightened. Through reading, you are empowered. Through reading, your perspective changes because it's from within. You are fueling your mind from within. Why do many people give up these days? The banker who lost her life, who took her life some weeks ago in Nigeria here, one of the things she said in the letter she wrote was that her mind was jumbled up. She said there were so many things happening in her mind. And I said, God, what was she taking in? We are in a time where there are lots of things out of place. That if you keep taking in the wrong content, your mind will be mad. Your mind will be disoriented. You'll be scattered. And because of social media, even though it has the good side, it seems that one can actually live a mindless life just with a phone. You are suddenly not mindful about what you're doing. You're not mindful about where you are because you are reading from post to post, from video to video you're viewing, and you're not even helping yourself so much, depending on what you're taking in. But compare that. You can't compare that with a good book. You can't. No. A good book keeps you present. I mean, you're reading, you're conscious, you're mindful. And you know, when you are dropping that book, you'll not feel like, oh my God, am I supposed to do this? You're not disoriented, you are organized. When you are reading, you are enlightening your mind. It pains me when I see people just carrying phones around and really they don't see the need to invest in good books. When I was a teenager, I was reading the wrong books. Yes, unfortunately. I was reading the wrong books. I mean, romantic novels, erotic novels. And I had a friend that would always give them to me and I would hide them. I had the guts to take novels to church, hide them in between my Bible, and you think I was engrossed in the word. I was reading novels, romantic novels. Thank God for Jesus who found me in the university, in year 1 to be precise, by his mercy. And this made me, my desires had to change. And I'm like, hey, what am I even reading? Because I was still reading those books. I'll think, well, marriage can happen when you're just living with someone and you can just fall in love and then live in love. And whatever happens in love happens that way. No! Through reading good books, I got enlightened. Impactful books. Yes. And majorly through the Average Readers Reading Program I run, especially for wives and mothers, because I find out that 80 to 90% of participants are wives and mothers. I see that wives and mothers, they need to read more because the responsibilities have increased. Okay? If your mind is not trained, okay, to do or to know what to do, to address issues of life appropriately, you'll be overwhelmed. Proverbs 24 verse 5 says, a man of knowledge increases strength. A woman of knowledge increases strength. When you know something is possible, when you know you can do something, when you know how life works, you will see life through a better perspective than someone who is just taking in any and everything. I want to encourage you tonight to not just see a book as my mentor said I should read it. No. See a book as an opportunity to enlighten yourself. When you are picking up a book to read, tell yourself, I'm investing in my mind. Because reading good books grooms great minds. When you pick up a book to read, a good book, and there are many good books out there. When I'm going to buy books, I take my time. I go through content and I'm like, okay, this is what I need. I'm not just thinking about my people I'm buying the books for prospect. I'm also thinking of myself. Okay, how will this bless me? And then how can it also bless prospects? Whether they're doing parenting, they want to read on parenting, marriage, financial intelligence, whatever the case may be. I take my time because I know that if I get the right book, it can make a world of difference. So please Make time to read good books. Let it be your unwinding period. Pick up a good book, read it. Have a book with you. Whether you are in the bank, sometimes you're on a long queue. You can pick out your book and read. And you know the sweet part, your children watching you read, they also get interested. Yes. Compared to when you're using a phone, even if you're using a phone to read, yes, I know it's possible through the ebooks. When you see someone reading a book, you cannot mistakenly think the person is just pressing phone, right? You see, it makes a world of difference. I'm holding a book. You cannot tell me I am not reading a book, I'm chatting. No, I'm actually holding a book and you can see it clearly, right? Yeah. So it's different from when I'm reading an ebook. That's why you should invest in hard copy books as much as you can. It makes a whole world of difference. Reading good books grooms great mind. You can refuel for your life's journey. Your mindset is changed and influenced. Your knowledge bank increases. You are equipped. You are not scattered when adversity comes, because it comes to every one of us. Challenges of life will come from time to time. How do you want to face them if you have only gist and amebo and all of this in your mind? How will you face these things? How are you using your free time? People say, I don't have time to read. I say, if you have time to eat, if you have time to brush your teeth, you have time to read a good book. Even if it's just one page. Don't overwhelm yourself with 20. I've read two books this year, yes, so far. But even if it's just one page you can do in a day, please go ahead. But make sure that even if you're going to crawl, I'm telling you, you will crawl through that book and you finish that book and you'll be glad that you did. Please be encouraged to invest in good books. Make time to read them. Even truly, you can join an accountability reading program. I run one, yes, where I help people, we read together. I help them overcome their reading struggle. So they don't see reading as a boredom act, no, or a boring act, no. They see it as something that they should do because it's important. They are fueling up. They are fueling up for their lives journey. I hope this will encourage someone out there to not just see a book as don't think you are doing the author a favor by buying that book. No, you are actually doing yourself a favor by educating yourself in that area of need. By educating yourself, if you are struggling with parenting, there's a good book on parenting. There are good books on parenting out there. Your marriage is going somehow. There are books that will address it. Just pick them and read. Pick them and read, and to make a world of difference. You can refer for your journey through reading good books, because reading good books brings great minds, and it is not good for the soul to live without knowledge. Thank you so much for having me tonight. God bless you.
Somebody put your hands together. This is, oh my God. Put your hands together. And this, can we just put, I don't know whether all the speakers tonight is that they were just addressing one. Oh my God. Can I see the, what did you get about? So you now see the reason why I drag about book reading. Are you read Living For? How many persons have reached out to me? I don't know, they've been looking for, so you help me check if you find the hard copy of that book. A lot of people have been looking for the book, Living Forward. I can't begin to tell you what some persons told me. I wish I read this book 5 years ago. I wish I read it. Living Forward. It's a powerful book. So I want to say a very big thank you to all of you. Bones. Now you now understand the reason why when you don't, you see, when you don't read, I am not happy with you. Are you seeing it? When you don't read, I'm not happy. This is my best. Reading has lifted me up. Yes, look at it. It said one can live mindless life. What, that somebody can live a mindless life even with a phone in your hand. Kai. Oh, it is not good for the soul to be without knowledge. And you know, your soul is where houses your intellect and your emotions. For it to be without knowledge is serious. This one, mindless life with a phone. Yes. So as I now do ebooks, go and look for the hard copy. When you finish reading the ebook, get it. Start learning how to build your personal library. If you see someone that reads, I don't know what to say. If I stand before the public, read. By the time you put yourself on reading medication, you know how people take medication, put yourself on reading medication. Give yourself 6 months. If you listen to Chinazo, you know that she's talking like someone that press her here, knowledge will be coming out. So when you have to read, and it's also something is also, as you read also, you're also laying a foundation for. Go and read your book, and they have never seen you read book. You're always pressing food. They will not read. But if it's the there's something that I do with the children when they were around. There is always a book in the car. Try it. When I go to do school runs, there's always a book at the back of the car. There's always a book at the back of the car. There's always a book at the back of the car. So whenever I pick, especially Wisdom, when Wisdom, he left for school, whenever we're coming back, because the book is there, he picks it. I'm not gonna give you any gadgets. I don't even have gadgets to give you. You see all those things that parents will be coming, bringing their children from school. You will carry phone and give them to be pressing. My children say, "Here, they can't touch my phone." No, I am not gonna give you any tab to press. There's a book you will read. So I made reading leisure, and find out the kind of books your children love. By you to buy book. In Jesus' name, amen. Woo! I want next conference is going to be on 5 more speakers, and this is how I think the next lineup of speakers. I think I'm actually going to do that probably by tomorrow, but I can tell you this is amazing. Now, listen to me, all of you who have come here to speak. If you do not already have whatever it is you're speaking on social media, your ministry has started. Did you hear me? Write it in the comment section. Ministry has started. If you're already doing something on social media, say ministry is moving. If you are not consistent, now Chinazo, like I told you, is voicing. You know, she posted something when I asked everybody to encourage somebody. She posted something. Repost it, please. I need you. She's doing them in bits and batches and all of that, and that's amazing. And I told her by the time she's done it, we'll find a way, put it on YouTube, animate it, and so that people can enjoy reading the word. And it's not only thou sayest, thou knowest. You know, sometimes you're reading all those thou, but you hear it from a voice, and the voice is so soothing and so sweet. I'm going to repost the something that she has already voiced. You understand? Thank you so much. Yes, ministry is moving. Ministry has started and is moving. You are going to move by fire and by force. Hey, I'm not going to allow you. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining. And then this is where we draw the curtain for the 2024 Own Your Mic Global Conference. I want to especially appreciate all our speakers from different parts of the world. I want to start by appreciating Model together for Model Faith Tom, Tom Babs, all the way from Benin. And the second speaker, I want to appreciate, I think, Tari Alagwa was Seremi was the second speaker. Seremi, thank you so much, all the way from Canada, who spoke to us. Then we had Tari Alagwa, Port Harcourt, and then we have Chinazo, who spoke to us from Lagos. Thank you so much. On Sunday, we are having some global speakers. And these global speakers on Sunday, please, if they are your accountability partners, go and tell them that. Do you think this thing we're doing is a wonderful thing? Do you love it? Do you think At least it's putting some of the voicing. Okay, somebody said the voicing she did really got you. Amazing. Please, let's help spread. If you know what anybody in the inner circle is doing, spread it, spread it. On Sunday, we're having Dr. Uboma Yani is going to be speaking to us. Model Naomi Thompson, model signature. Model T Adekunle, model Chisom Ikemefuna. Please, all our speakers will be getting their notification. Thank you so much and God bless you. Have a fantastic night rest. I need you to go and meditate. Meditate on the things you have learned tonight. Safe child, raising a successful child, and then doing your business with social media. Do your business with social media, and shining in your spotlight by Serimi, leveraging social media for entrepreneurial success by Tari, and child safety by Model Faith. And then Chinazo is actually refueling through reading good books. Thank you so much, all of you. And I will see you all. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I will see you all on Sunday when we will have our next set of speakers. Good night, all of you, and God bless you. Yes, Serimi is our tech boss. Serimi is our tech boss. Serimi, you are our tech boss. So please, if you know anybody entering Canada and is looking, we'll find out where Serimi stays, and then we need to give Serimi, you need to make more money. You need to make money in dollars. In Jesus' name. God bless all of you and have a fantastic night rest. God bless you real good. Thank you so much. Yes, Sari, the export boss. Yes. And our apostle of child safety. I christened her that name tonight. And I'm sure that God is going to amplify child safety in her words. The Holy Spirit will open her up to dimensions of child safety. And she'll just be talking about child safety, child safety, child safety. In Jesus' name, amen. Good night, every one of you. And